One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Dogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. On 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got the 1st down and more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. And you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the Seminoles get it past the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Pittman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs are on the move.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of it if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet. Get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the grab on third. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside.
There he goes! Turning it on! Touchdown Seminoles! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch, and now interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence, and they've done really great high school recruiting, obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like, a physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key. On that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope? maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Extending the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Holmes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Knowles! And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Knoll Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Got room to work. Gets it past the marker. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Going up top. Catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Hines is tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on 1st down. Got a man. It's McCoy. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This one's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, It's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. To throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play, marking at the 16-yard line.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd.
Florida State, 28.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 25 to West Virginia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. You guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fights off the defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass hits complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. Makes a connection. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
That's caught. It's Bell.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Oh, better look out. Kearney on the Jets. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if we do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their play.
game.